Hey, welcome. This is Math 1620, section 10239. Be aware I have multiple sections of Calculus 2, so make sure you're watching the correct welcome video for the correct class. This is the full term class where we actually meet in person on Monday. Okay, so let's go through the rigmarole and see what you're up against. Obviously, we don't have class on 117. It's Martin Luther King Day. But we still have a whole week, whole work week ahead of us, so we want to get us started. Where do I start? Well, you're going to go to Blackboard. Okay, so you should always be logging in the Blackboard every week, and I'll post your to-do list. So how do I get the Blackboard? Well, you go to Tric and then go ahead and sign in, like I'm doing here. So hopefully you have a sign in for email and all that jazz. And then you'll scroll around to find Blackboard, and then you'll go to My Class. Okay, so there should be a little tab for classes on the side, courses or something. This is my view, so your view may be different because you're a student and not an actual teacher. Here's 10239, that's our class, and I already have a to-do list. Okay, so I haven't made this video yet, so the welcome video, this link isn't correct, but I'll update that as soon as I can. So every week I'll be putting to-do lists, even though we're meeting in person. I still want to put something on Blackboard in case I get sick from COVID or something like that. So you'll have somewhere to go to keep yourself on track, okay? I don't expect to get sick, obviously, but, things happen. So anyways, yeah, so I'll have a to-do list. So this week's to-do list, usually you would come to class on Monday at 9 o'clock on campus, but Monday is MLK Day, so we don't have class. So instead of that, you're going to watch this welcome video that you're watching right now, and then do all this other stuff. You don't necessarily have to do it in order, obviously, but you're going to want to get the book. We're going to need Webassign for the homework. I'll talk about that in a second. And you'll need an ability to somehow scan documents and upload them and send them to me. I'm trying to avoid actually touching other people's documents. So I'll have to for tests. The calculator, I've debated this greatly. The department says you can use up to a TI-84 plus. I'm kind of leaning towards scientific only on tests, but we'll see. I think I'll let you use the TI-84 on a test, though. Okay, you can't use the higher powered TI, whatever, 89s. Those things do all of the stuff that we're trying to teach you how to do. So, I'm not testing calculators. I want to test students. So, all right. All my lectures are online. All my full lectures are online. In class, what we'll do is I'll just give you an overview, and we'll practice doing assignments, and hopefully if you have any questions you can ask. So let's find, you could always hit the link to find my videos. Obviously from here you can just click on the link and it'll take you to my videos, or you can Google, clearly you can Google, once you get to YouTube, just search David Stroop, that's my name, find my playlists. So if you go and search David Stroop, my video should come up, but beware, I do have a lot of videos out there. There's multiple David Stroops at this point. You want to make sure you get the appropriate playlist, not just the videos. So some people last semester were just going to my videos. The problem with that is I have literally thousands of videos at this point. So I want you to go to my playlist, and I have all kinds of duplicate videos because I've been teaching the same class over and over, and I usually redo my videos every semester. So I want you to go to my playlists, and then for us, you're going to be going to, where is it? Math 1620 Calculus 2, this playlist. And you'll see all our videos already populated. I'm just going to use the videos from last semester. I'm not going to kill myself this semester. They're solid videos. What I did with my videos is I try to go along with the book as much as possible. I know that's kind of, all he does is read from the book sort of thing, but in years past I've kind of diverged from that, and after a while I was basically teaching something that was disconnected from the book. So students were upset there because I was teaching one thing, the book was telling them something else, and it was just a nightmare, So I try to keep with the book just for the sake of sanity. I'm not trying to cheapskate you. I'm not trying to get out of work, anything like that, okay? So anyways, there's that. So for this week, you're going to watch 5.7, 5.8, 5.9, 6.1. In each video, there is a video quiz. So you'll be going along, watching the video, and it's not really a quiz. All it is a question that I need to make sure you watch the video, right? So you'll go watch along, and then there'll be a video question. I'll call it a video quiz, even though it's not really a quiz. And you'll have to copy that down, put it into a Word document, and then upload it to the computer and send it to my email. I give appropriate directions in in my to-do list here. So in each video there is one question you must copy down. Sometimes, and just note, sometimes I do forget to put the question in there, but because I've used the videos from last semester, I will put that in the description of the video if I forgot the video question. Okay, so if you watch the video and you don't see a question, that's because I forgot to put it in there, but I'll put it in the comments or I'll put it in the description of the video itself. Okay, honestly, you could literally just kind of scroll through here. Usually I put VQ there when it's a video quiz. I would prefer if you watch the videos. Usually when students don't watch the videos, they don't do very well. Okay, but anyways, this would be the video quiz question. You're just going to copy it down on piece of paper. You should be taking notes the entire time you're doing watching the video, but you'll copy it down verbatim. Don't use your own methods. Copy it down, put it into a PDF document. So how do I do that? Well, you could take pictures of the document and then upload it to your computer. Go to a blank document and then insert pictures, whatever your thingamajig is, all kinds of weird pictures. Ugh, hopefully nothing too weird. Oh, there's one. Ackerman function. So put that into your Word document, and how do I save it as a PDF? So you go to Save As, go to Browse, and see as it save as type. You can pick PDF for your type, okay, and then call it something appropriate. In our case, MTH. This is 5.7 question. Tell me, which class you're in. 102, I think it was 39. This 10239. Save it, somewhere where it is, and send it to me. Send it to me in my email. Okay, so you'd have that, and then you go to your email. Where's my email? Right here. Go to my email. Put it into, make a new message. Make sure it's titled so I know who you are. Math 1620. 10239 question, and you're going to send 4 at a time, so don't just send question the 5.7. You'll do 5.7, 5.8, 5.9, and then 6.1, and then attach it. So browse this computer, go to wherever the heck you put it. Documents. Oh, here it is. Put it in there, type me some sort of message, and then send it to me. So David, yeah, there we go. Send it to me, and if it looks good, what I'll do is reply with your points. So if you found all the questions and it looks like you copied them down correctly, I'll send you a +4 into your email. I'll put that in, so 1 point per question, and I'll put that into my grade book. Okay. Okay. So hopefully that's, I've written all that out here in step 4. So for this week, you have to do 5.7, 5.8, 5.9, 6.1. You should be taking notes as you watch these videos. In each video, there is one question you must find and copy down. If you can't find it, you can email me, but don't get carried away. I've had students that just pretend like they can't find it and are sending me emails for no, don't do that. I'll help you in one video, but that'll be about it. So anyways, take a picture of the problem, upload it, convert the PDF, send all 4 at once to my email. Then I'll send you. So the first 4 video questions are due by 1/21. That's Friday of this week. Once you get that out of the way, then go ahead and complete your homework for the Webassign sections 5.7 to 6.1. If you have any questions, here is my information. I'm on campus Monday and Wednesday, and then I'm in WebEx Tuesdays and Thursdays. So hopefully you've gone in the WebEx before, you know how to do that. If not, you can always get a hold of me. So kind of the order of the chain of command. Hopefully you're starting with the book. So you first read the book, then you watch the videos, then you do your homework. Calc Chat has answers to all the questions. So you can always go to the Calc Chat. So if you're in Webassign, I need to still talk about that here. That's where all of our homework is going to be in Webassign. You'll need to buy access. So I think last time I checked it was about $120, and that'll give you 1 semester. You can get the ebook with it, so you don't need to buy a hard copy of the book. You can just get the ebook. Here is our homework. So let me show you what the student would see, what you guys would see. 10239. It says 1620, 16.2H. There's an honors class attached to this class, but the honors class didn't run this semester, so just disregard that. Go there and then start doing your homework. So 5.7. Problem 2. So maybe you don't know how to do this problem, right? So you could look over here at Calc Chat, Early Transcendental 7, ET7 means Early Transcendental Edition 7, 5.7, question 8. So you go to Calc Chat, you find Early Transcendental 7 edition, view that. They don't have the even numbers, but you can look at the odd ones and kind of get an idea. Whoops, so we're in chapter 5, section 7, exercise 8. So we're not going to have exercise 8, but we can look at 9 and kind of get something that's similar and maybe back engineer the answer. So your first, if you have a question on exercise, typically what you don't want to do, especially when you get to a university, is just send an email to your professor. Even at universities, a lot of times these classes won't be taught by professors. They'll be taught by graduate assistants. So you won't have access to your professor. The professor may just come in and lecture, and that would be about it. Okay, so you don't want to get in the habit of just emailing your professor. No, first you want to go to the book. If you don't understand it, go back and see if you can find an example in the book. Secondly, go to the Calc Chat. You find a similar question to it and then try to engineer it, right? Thirdly, if that's not helping, go to the tutoring center. So we have tutoring on campus. You could definitely get to it through Tric somehow. I'm sure they have a tutoring webpage here. Let's see, Tric tutoring. I mean, you guys are all hopefully good at the internet, so you can go to the tutoring services and kind of figure out how it works. They have our class. Some people complain, oh, they only teach the lower level classes, but we teach all the way up to differential equations here. You could do virtual appointments, you could do virtual drop-in, and apparently now you have on-campus drop-in as well. So right, so if you have a question, first you're going to the book. Second, then if you can't figure it out with the book, you go to Calc Chat. Thirdly, if you can't figure it out with Calc Chat, go see one of the tutors. Fourthly, the tutor, if they can't help you, they'll tell you to go see me. All right. So it's a chain of command you should be aware of. I mean, honestly, I love working with students, and there have been times where I would just do every exercise with students, and I love doing that, but I'm not supposed to because it kind of gets you dependent on me, which is bad. You got to figure out a lot of this stuff for yourself because, you're only going to be with your professor for like an hour, 2 hours a week, and then you're on your own. You got to figure out how to do this on your own. There's not going to be a professor in the real world helping you out. So yeah, try to do as much as you can on your own. If you get in trouble, I'm not going to send you away. You come see me too. But yeah, just be aware there is kind of a subtle chain of command that we want everybody to follow so you're prepared once you get to your university. Okay? Okay, but that being said, I'm more than happy to work with you. You can stop by my office hours. I'll work out, one or two problems with you. I can't sit there and do your homework with you anymore, but one or two problems I don't think it's going to hurt me or you. And sometimes it's kind of what you need. 15 minutes with me is like 2 hours on your own. It's kind of like that. But anyways, there's that chain of command stuff. Just want you to be aware of that. That being said, again, my office hours, I'm on campus Mondays and Wednesdays and virtual Tuesdays and Thursdays. Drop on in. Even if you don't see the tutor first, you can drop on in. I don't care. I'm not all that. I'm pretty easy to talk to and everything. And I'm always happy to help. I love the help. I love the help too much, I think. This may be my problem. Okay. Anyways, there's that business. If you go to this information tab, that's kind of where I have all my syllabus information. Again, here's my email, office hours, your required material. That's the stuff that you're getting this week. You don't really need an ability to print, documents. I say a scanner printer is recommended. I have one and it's nice, but you don't need one. You can get away with just using your cell phone and stuff. Going to the library and printing stuff out if you need to. The textbook, you don't necessarily need a hard copy because they give you the ebook with your Webassign access. In order to get Webassign, there's the code. The sort of Webassign setup sheet is down here at the bottom. So I think I downloaded this like 2 years ago. Hopefully it hasn't changed much, but it should be pretty self-explanatory how to get your Webassign stuff set up. Okay, so the only thing you need for me to get Webassign going is that class key, the 44727542 thing. When you buy the Webassign access, they should give you another sort of code that you put in, which is different than this code. The Cuyahoga code is just so you can get in my class. So make sure you're in my class. Make sure you're in the right section. Again, I have like 5 sections of Calc 2. Okay. Grading. So what are we doing here? I've had a lot of issues online with cheating. People just using like online calculators and Wolfram Alpha or whatever you guys use, math. I don't know. Symbol Lab, those things. So I'm kind of, if I see something that looks like you just took it off the internet, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal for us because we're in person, and it's going to be kind of hard to go on the internet when I'm watching you. So the test will be in class, in person. So there shouldn't be any issues there. Anyways, you're expected to use the methods I teach you in class. So that's basically, so if I know that you're not using like a tutor to do the work for you. Usually I could tell, but sometimes it's really hard to tell because the AI systems out there are getting so good that their work looks exactly like your work. So just be aware of that. I'm pretty good at judging, whether you used the internet or not, but yeah, it shouldn't be an issue for us because we'll be in person. Anyways, the homework is mainly in Webassign. Each section is worth 4 points for an overall total of 140 points. So in Webassign, as you're going through each section, all these questions here are worth 4 points. Okay. The amount of the 4 points you get is kind of like a percentage, but you can see up here that your total score is out of 4. So hopefully that's pretty obvious how that's working. What else? So there's Webassign, there's the video questions, which I'm calling video homework or video quizzes. And basically you're just watching the video and finding the question for the video and copying it down and putting on a piece of paper and sending it to my email. The tests are handwritten. Each one will be worth 100 points, and they cover basically one chapter each. Once you come to class, I'm going to be giving you quizzes at the end of class. They're usually, don't worry, they're not hard. They're usually pretty easy, and I help. Okay? If you can't get the quiz, I will help you. But if you do get the quiz, usually you can leave a little early, which is nice. So it's in your best interest to be prepared for class so you can take the quiz and get out of there. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with me. Kind of showing you how what to do. Okay, the final is comprehensive. Here's our point breakdown. You can see the final is 150 points. So it's weighted a little bit more. So there's really no weights here. Everything is just pure points. So at the end of the day, you'll have like maybe 600 points. Divide it by 745, and that's your percentage in the class. And you could see, 90 to 100 is an A, etc. Okay. Makeups, basically, it's like a job. You have to have some sort of formal excuse. You have to tell me within 24 hours. So you can't come to me a month later and tell me, ooh, I missed an exam a month ago. No, I can't do that. You can only do this once. So if you have a chronic disorder, I have actually told people in the past, because I've had people get cancer and stuff like that, go to the access office and see if they can make accommodations for you if you have some chronic disorder, because sometimes they could help you, and if they can't help you, they'll probably point you in a direction. So there's all kinds of help here at the community college. We just love helping people. So don't take advantage of us, though. We want to help you, but don't take advantage of it. There's no makeups on the quizzes, the in-class quizzes. So if you're not there, you're going to lose points. I usually drop a test at the end of the semester, but I'm not going to drop a test if you literally skipped one of your tests. So I can't drop a test if you didn't take it. So usually, as long as you're getting over 50% on the test, I'll drop a test. If you're getting like 20s on your test, you may want to talk to your academic advisor about your options. You may be thinking about withdrawing, but there's issues with financial aid, so you got to worry about that. Yeah, if you flunk 2 tests, I'll say, okay, I'll probably drop one of them, but now you're behind the 8 ball. And from that point on, if you flunk 3 tests, you're kind of out of luck. You're kind of, no, you're not going to make it. I hate to say it, but you're probably not going to make it. And it's then what I'm instructed to tell students is to just stick with the class and learn as much as you can for the next time. But I only say that because a lot of students have financial aid issues, and if I tell them to drop the class, they can be penalized in other ways, and then I'm liable for it. So just be smart about life in general here. Okay. So yeah, I expect you, if you cannot miss more than 2 classes if you want the drop tests. I sometimes offer extra credit at the last end of the semester. To be eligible for the extra credit, again, all this stuff applies. Please note, if you cheat at any time, or I suspect you of cheating, I'm not going to give you any extra credit. So I've had students that cheat on a test. I give them a 0 on the test and they want me to drop that test. No, that doesn't work that way. If you cheat, you're out of luck. I'm not going to help you out. Okay, but I understand, I just can't help you. I cannot help you get through a class if you're cheating. No. Okay, so anyways, hopefully that's kind of self-evident. You should be trying if you want me to give you any drop tests or any extra credit. Finally, you have to see our last schedule, our class schedule. So 117 is the first day of class, but that's MLK Day, so no class there. And then this week, this is what we're covering. So at the end of the week, I hope that you have accomplished the homework for all of these sections. Okay, you really want to keep on top of things. You don't want to fall behind. There's a ton of homework in the exercises, and yeah. Okay, so don't fall behind. Tests will be taken in class, so you can see test 1 is on the 7th. That will be on that Monday. I'll give you 2 hours for the test, or usually an hour and a half is what I give you. If I need to change anything, I'll let you know via Blackboard or in class. Again, here is your class key. Here's the WebEx meeting number in case you want to see me during my tutoring hours in WebEx. Okay. This is the kind of our legal document for it's my syllabus, right? So where's my syllabus? It's the second guy, I believe. And basically it's just going to go through all of what I was just talking about, but in more detail. You'll see all of our legal information in case you're worried about any technicalities. I cannot withdraw you from the class. So I know at some colleges the professor can withdraw you if you're not attending, but I cannot do that. You have to take responsibility for that. The last day of the withdrawal is 4/15. My expectations for you, I expect you to be reading the book, watch the lectures, do your homework, study for the tests, do not cheat. Disruptions. I try to provide a safe environment for everybody to learn. I'm not a cop, though. I'm not going to, to a certain extent. If you make a big disruption, there are ways we have of dealing with that. We can't send you to the principal's office, but we can make what are called bit reports. And usually I'll tell you if I got to make a report on you. Okay. Unless you've done something that's just so outrageous, and then I'm not able to talk to you. Like you hit somebody and storm out of the room, you're going to be in a lot of trouble, and I probably won't even tell you that I'm reporting you because I'll be scared of you. Okay. There's these other instructional policies. You can click on that link. You can see there's COVID stuff. Here's our okay. So there's my syllabus. Let's see what else. And then there's some resources the college has provided if you're interested in looking at that stuff. Okay. That's pretty much it. So when it comes to what you're responsible for, you have the Webassign stuff. Okay. So again, the Webassign setup is down here. You have the video questions. And you have the quizzes in class, you have the tests, each worth 100 points, and then you have the final exam, okay, which is worth 150 points. And that's pretty much it. Again, on Blackboard, I'm going to be telling you in the announcements what you need to do every week, so you just keep on top of that. I'll tell you the due dates for the video questions. The first one's due this Friday. Pretty much everything you need is there. I feel like I'm missing something. Back in the information tab at the bottom, I also included an Excel sheet which you can use to kind of keep track of your grade if you are so. And Excel is a wonderful program. It gets a lot of flack for not being cool like a Java or C++ or Python or whatever. But it's a great program to use, and I use it all the time for grading. But basically, if you click on that, an Excel sheet, you enable editing, and you can literally populate this. So these are just in-class quizzes. Each in-class quiz is worth 2 points. It self-populates, and these are the video quiz questions. The lab is your Webassign homework. It's out of 140. And then you have your tests, and this is for extra credit if I assign that. I guess I forgot to put an in-class test 5, which I usually not. In-class test 2 is worth 50. In-class test 5 is only worth 50. So those sections, there's only for in-class test 2, there's only 4 sections, so it's worth a little less. In-class test 5 is usually at the end of the semester, and it comes on so fast that I don't want to ruin your grade if you can't get your brain around the material. So we only make it worth 50 points as well. So anyways, there's that. So there's actually 5 tests. Maybe I put 4 tests. No, there's test 5. So I put all tests in there. Anyways, you can put your grades in here. So for example, let's say I got the first quiz, I got the second quiz, I got the third quiz, and I want to see what my grade is after that, right? So you could go through and delete all these or put zeros in there, and you can see it automatically self evaluates your grade. So maybe you don't have any of these done and you don't want to include that in your grades. And let's say we took the first test only and I got 70. Okay, so you should be able to look over here and it tells you your percentage. This is what I use for your grades. You don't need the honors. That was just when we had an honors section attached. Okay, so you can literally use this Excel sheet to predict your grade. You could always email me if you need to, and I could tell you what your grade is, but I'm hoping that you're all taking calculus and now you can kind of figure out your own grades, I hope. Okay, so I know that was a lot, but you know, when push comes to shove, you are basically just you know, what is it about? You read the book, you watch the videos, you do the video questions, you submit the video questions, you do your Webassign, you practice for tests, and that's pretty much it. If you do that, you'll probably get an A in the class. Make sure you use the methods I use. If you're using some weird method, I'm going to say this person is not watching the videos, this person's not reading the book, this person is not doing their job. So, you know, even when you get a real job, they're going to want you to do it the way they do it. Okay, if you want to figure out something different, you better be dang sure it works. Because if you do something your own way and it doesn't work, you're going to be in a ton of trouble. Okay, so if you already know everything, if you've already done calculus, please just test out of the class. There's these things called challenge tests. You can do those and get credit. And then you don't have to have me bothering you. Why are you doing it your own way? You know, that sort of thing. Okay. And you know, if I ever take off points on a test or anything, because you did a different method, you just let me know. You know, you just professors make mistakes. You can come and talk to a professor and say, hey, why did you grade it this way? Why did you grade it this way? You know, I'm a normal, a nice person, and I gather opinions from both sides and make conclusions based off that. So usually it's not an issue. If you are going to do something your own way, I expect you to tell me before the day of the test. Okay. If you are reading through the book and you see, oh, it's easier to do it this way, tell me. Okay. You have to tell me before the test. You cannot say after the test, well, you know, I saw that on what Khan Academy, and that's why I did it this way. And I'm not going to know. No, you can't do that to me. You have to tell me beforehand. Okay. I make my tests very obvious. I do little test reviews. You can see test 1 review right there. You know, you may even want to watch that to begin with. You would just watch the test review and see what you're up against, and you know, you don't have to do things in order. You could do it your own way, but okay. So hopefully that's a good enough introduction. If you have any questions, please email me. If you want to work a couple questions with me, please come and see me. Like I said, there's a chain of command, but that's when you get to the university. You're still at Tric. You're safe here. You know, we're gonna try to help you as much as we can. But you gotta you know, you gotta do the work. You gotta read the book. Okay. I hope we have a good semester together. I'm psyched about being in person again. I love, you know, working with students. I love teaching. Hopefully this is a class you like, and hopefully you'll find something about math here you like, or you just learn how to learn math. You know, math is its own creature unto itself, and it's not like reading English. You know, it's basically I'll go through, whenever I read math, I go through and kind of just look at the topics, and then I'll go through and kind of breeze through and take notes while I read. When I go read a novel, like I'm reading some Isaac Asimov novel, like I, Robot or something, I'm not taking notes. But when I do math, I take notes. I have my notebook out and I go point by point, you know. So because I don't know, it's just something about the English language does not work with math for me. You know, the English language, in my opinion, is it's kind of to write good English, it almost forces it to be a bit confusing, math, with regards to math, So I found myself a lot of times having to translate the English into kind of an acceptable form that I could understand math-wise. I don't know. But anyways, that's a big thing. Just learn how to read math, because if you can't read math on your own, you're not going to be able to do much after 4 years. People study math for 40, 50 years, their entire lives. So they're not going to have always people to help them, and I don't know. But anyways, hopefully this gets you on track, and I hope to see you on next Monday when we actually meet in person. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.